Okay. Oh, yeah, there it comes. I just got the notice. Okay, perfect. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this call. I'm so happy to see all your smiling faces and wanted to share an update. I call this the State of the Union of 2025, and then where are we going in 2026? And I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. All right. Well, first, thank you for being volunteers. Uh-oh, we still get the echo. Should I keep talking? Okay, let's try it. I just want to thank all of you for your dedication to the foundation, to the patients, no matter what capacity you serve in. And we so appreciate all of you. And we appreciate Ashley for being the fearless leader of the entire state of Florida. So thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
And I don't think Lynn Cowdright is on this call, but Lynn Cowdright, most of you may know, is a foundation board member and volunteer liaison. So we greatly appreciate her and her leadership in representing all of you to the board of directors. I'm going to talk a little bit about the impact report. I'm not going to show you the whole report. I'm just going to share some highlights. The impact report is available on our website under About Us. You just scroll down and you can click on it. It's like a magazine. You can click through it and read the entire report. So here's some achievements in 2025. Look at these numbers. The foundation provided over 1.81 million in financial aid to 922 patients and their families. And the number of applications that came in was close to 4,000. And we only have two client services coordinators who review these. So obviously we have volunteers that help with reviewing the applications, calling the patients, etc. We can't do it without the volunteers. We had events in 2025, and our gross event income was over 1.3 million, and we'll talk a little bit about those numbers in a second. Also, we have carefully invested our money and started in an endowment fund back in the fall of 2018. And at that time, we invested $500,000 into an investment account with Truist Wealth Management. Today, this is amazing. Look at this number. Since the fall of 2018, which is not that long ago, we're already over $11 million in that investment account. So that is sustainable. We are a sustainable organization, and it keeps on growing. So we can, if we need to, for a rainy day or some type of emergency, or choose to use it for our patients, we can harvest some of that money every year. So most likely we could harvest like close to $500,000. So I'm gonna go to the next page. Here are our top referring health organizations. And I think we're actually going to change this slide. I think Rebecca's on this call, right, Rebecca? Referring health organizations to the foundation, number one should be Florida Cancer Specialists and Research Institute. I guess we just assumed that. We didn't even put it on the chart, but that's the number one. They're referring, of course, their patients to us. But look at the others. Moffitt Cancer Center has been number one, I think, since I've been with the foundation. I've been with the foundation almost 10 years. University of Miami is right behind them. And then you can see, I call these the big boys. All these top healthcare systems are referring their patients to us. And then if you look at on the right-hand side, where is our financial aid going? And this is very interesting. The top county was Hillsborough, which that's Tampa. And then right behind it is Orange, and that I believe is the Orlando area. Duval, that's Jacksonville area. And Volusia is where the Me Strong race is, Central Florida. And then you'll see Miami right behind that. So look at the numbers for financial aid. Since inception, we've awarded over 17 million in financial aid and assisted close to 11,000 patients and their families. Because when we're providing financial aid, that covers the household. So of course we're helping the patient going through cancer, but their families as well. Interesting that equates to checks. We're writing checks to pay the patient's bills. Look at the number of payments. 3,822 payments were made this year, and supporting 1,567 patients and their family members. Since inception, the foundation has received 31,000 applications. And the pie chart shows you where is the money, the financial aid that we are providing, what buckets is that going to? And I guess this is probably intuitive. The bulk of it is rent, and then auto and mortgage. We split the two, rent and mortgage. Most of them, as you can see, was for rent. Here's our income sources. We raised in 2025 close to 2.8 million, and 45% of that came from individuals and 50% events. And in that bucket of events would be sponsors, businesses, sponsors, as well as any fundraising at the events themselves. Most people think that money comes from corporations, but as you can see from this chart, that's not true. And across the board, nonprofits in our nation, the biggest piece of the pie comes from individual donors. We also have some wonderful third-party fundraising. That means an individual or another group holds a fundraiser and they name the foundation as the beneficiary. So they run it, they raise the money, and then they send the check to us, naming us as beneficiary. So you can see over 87,000 was raised just from third parties. It could be a walk or a golf tournament, an auction, a carnival, etc. And I don't know if you know this, but on our website, there's actually a page just for how to fundraise. And there's a toolkit. And we refer individuals who are interested in raising money for us to that page, and they can use the toolkit to plan their event. The patient support volunteers, we looked at those numbers and look at those hours. Over 37,000 patient support hours were given in 2025. And then we have the virtual volunteer program where volunteers are, I call this working at home in your pajamas. And they donated 2,860 virtual hours helping with patient inquiries and application processing. The total client services hours was close to 4,000. Overall, if we look at patient support, virtual office, committees, etc., total volunteers gave over 41,000 hours. And we did a calculation. There's a standard hourly rate based on volunteers, and that equated to $1.3 million in donated service value, which equals nearly 20 full-time employees. So it would take us to hire 20 full-time employees for all of these hours. It's amazing. So this past year, we had our events. We had some very unique events. Every year we have Me Strong, which is the race and DeLand. We did Mystery Under the Stars in Sarasota, Sister Hazel, Lyrics for Life in Gainesville. We even did Lasso the Night in the Villages and the beautiful Lotus Gala in Tampa. We also launched some new donor and corporate programs. We rolled out Corporate Cares, which is the business partners, as well as Champions of Hope, which is individual giving, and the Legacy of Hope, which is planned giving. And we do have members of the Legacy of Hope Society who have pledged, whether it was leaving something in their will or they had notified us that they had set up something with their financial advisors. And here's our lovely board of directors, and there you'll see Lynn Cowdright is listed on here, and Dr. Story and Dr. Diaz from FCS are the co-chairs of the board. We have quite a diverse background here with board members regarding geographic, ethnicity, professional experience. So we have a great, very engaged board. So what's coming up this year? We just had Me Strong. That was the 5K in DeLand. And Rebecca and I were actually, and Ashley, we were all at the race. And we had over 7,600 participants. Can you imagine that? That was 1,200 more than the prior year. Huge success. This Saturday is Celestial Soiree, a starry night of art and music, and we are honoring and featuring cancer survivors who are artists. And that event is sold out. Don't ask me. We are literally have more than we can even fit in the room. Sister Hazel concert is coming up on March 7th, right around the corner, and their special guest is John, I think is how you pronounce it, Resnick, which is the Goo Goo Dolls. So that's looking good. Ticket sales are going strong. The Crystal Gala. This entire year is our 15th anniversary. So we will be celebrating our 15 years in many different ways this year. So stay tuned. The Crystal Gala is going to be in Tampa, and we are honoring Dr. Lucio Gordon, who is the managing physician and president of FCS. We anticipate this will be a full sellout of 600 people. So looking forward to that. And brand new Crystal Connection Luncheon in Naples. That is at the Arthrex Center. And we are working on a keynote speaker, which hopefully we can announce soon. So that's some very exciting news coming up. So brand new, and you're the first to hear this. The board of directors of the foundation approved a new program to expand our patient services called Nourish Hope. This is a Publix gift card program for our approved and qualified patients who come through our system. They, in addition to their financial aid award, will receive a $100 food card. So they will have access to food for the family or the household, as well as, if needed, already prepared meals or meals that they can prepare easily at home. I am so excited about this and very proud of the foundation team. They all work together on the name and the logo. And we were very aware that patients are indicating food insecurity was one of the number one issues that kept coming up. So we will be working with Publix as well as other major grocery stores and hopefully announce partnerships moving forward. 2026 Giving Challenge. For those who have been around for a couple years, you may be familiar with this. It's 24 hours of giving presented by the Community Foundation of Sarasota County. April 15 to 16, noon to noon. Mark your calendars. The volunteers really stepped up the last time we had the Giving Challenge. They set, I believe you all set a goal to raise money for that challenge, as well as sharing with everyone you knew or know. And it was a huge success. We even had a board member that threw out a match to the volunteers. He matched up to $1,000. What I love about this giving challenge is it's easy to do. It's a minimum, it's $25. From $25 to $100 donation, the Community Foundation as well as the Patterson Foundation will match it. So it's going to double your money. And we are going to focus on Nourish Hope for this campaign. So that will be perfect, because what we can say is if someone donates $100, they will match it. So that's 200. That's 2 patients right there. So Rebecca and the client services team will be very happy to see that money coming in. And at this point, I am going to throw it out to the rest of you to see if there's any questions from the group. You can raise your hand on your screen or just unmute yourself and give us a shout out. I know the last time we did this, what was it, last week?
Yeah.
And we didn't have any questions. Ashley thought it was because I did such a good job.
Oh.
So, okay, well then I'm going to turn it back over to
I do.
Ashley.
Oh.
Yes, Maureen.
Yeah. One of the first slides you showed number of patients that were serviced. I always call them patients instead of award recipients. Number of people that received grants from the foundation. Can you share what percentage of those patients were Florida Cancer Specialist patients?
Our goal always is and this is something that we have talked with the board about as well, is to have it 50-50. Our goal is to be 50-50.
Okay.
50 FCS, non-FCS. Sometimes that's not easy to control, meaning, we know FCS, and Rebecca works very, very closely with all the financial navigators and are pushing the patients over to us. So yeah, that's something that we always strive for.
Okay. So there are programs in place for the navigators within FCS to communicate information about the program.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And Rebecca meets with them monthly. She gives them updates, what clinics are referring, and shows them the stats. She also is part of their quarterly huddle. Any additional training, or for instance, we just changed our qualifier for income and raised on January 1st, we raised it to 250%. So that's huge. That's something Rebecca communicated with them well in advance, because that loosened up that we should be able to approve more patients because we increased that number. Rebecca, did you want to say something too?
Well, Maureen, hi, Maureen.
Hi.
Yeah, I know you answered everything perfectly well. That's exactly what we've been doing, as you know, to work closely with the team to get more FCS patients served. So
yeah,
it's our goal. It's our number one goal.
Awesome. And then my other question, if you don't mind. So what did you say, around 922 patients were serviced this past year? Do you have a goal? Was that near the goal or exceeded the goal, or just kind of curious?
Our goal this year is to serve 1,300 patients.
Okay.
So we try to increase every year. And of course, budget, are we able to do that with our funds? But 1,300 is our goal this year for 2026.
Okay. And then one more question. Of the money that is awarded of the money that the recipients are eligible to use, what percentage of recipients use the
Is
full
there a line?
amount?
It's been historically about 80% utilize their full amount. So that's kind of how we've been hovering for the last several years. So, and we try to put communication in place where they get information. We'll say, you're getting close, make sure you send in your bills. Teresa does that monthly. I mean, she probably reaches out to everybody at least once or twice a month, reminding them to send in their bills. And so sometimes they just, whatever reason.
Yeah.
And even at the end of the year too, Rebecca, that at the end of the year, I think they look at the whole system and go, who didn't use all their funds, but they're still sitting there, and they remind them and go, oh, the year's going to close. So if you would like to submit, I think there's different reasons why they don't. Maybe it's just a small amount and they're like, I'm not going to do it. Or they may have passed away and we don't know that.
Yeah.
So there's different reasons why they don't send it in.
Well,
But
it's
good
going to
questions.
be super great for this year that the patients can see the information on the
Balance.
portal of how much money they have remaining. So it's just right there in front of them. So that's a great enhancement.
Yeah.
Good questions.
Yeah.
I could ask a ton more, but I'm not going to. So thank you so much.
Well, you can always, Maureen, you can always ask Rebecca and I anything. So,
Of course.
just ask us. Yeah. We're happy to answer anything.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Don't you all jump at once. Well, then I have a little announcement for the volunteer program. So in honor of the 15th anniversary and our volunteers, the foundation is very excited to announce it will be awarding 3 volunteers a Volunteer of the Year award. We'll be having one from the North region, which is my previous region, which is from Daytona to Tallahassee, Daytona to Tampa to Tallahassee, one from the South region, which is everything below that, and then one client services volunteer. There'll be one nomination per clinic, and then it'll be a little bit different for the client services volunteers, of course. And then it'll be through a collaboration between the nurses and the office managers. So the winners will be announced around June, July, and then be invited to be presented their awards at our Tampa Bay Gala, the Crystal Gala. So I am very excited to be able to offer this to all of our amazing volunteers and be able to put that spotlight on you guys. I'm very proud to be your volunteer manager and super excited to be able to reward you guys and highlight you guys for your hard work and dedication. So I'll be sending out some more information regarding that probably within the next couple of weeks. So you can just keep an eye out for that, and I'll just keep you guys in the loop moving forward with the Volunteers of the Year. But yeah, so that is our fun little announcement for the volunteer program. So yeah,
I love that.
It's gonna be so fun.
Ashley. Yeah, great idea, and what a wonderful time to recognize the volunteers during our 15th anniversary year. So it'll be very special.
Yeah. And then Lynn also wanted to share a video with everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick.
I'll cue it up. This video, no one has seen it yet, so you're the first ones to see it. It will debut this Saturday night at the Gala, Celestial Soiree, and you will see there are 4 cancer survivor and artists featured in this video. So get out the Kleenex and here we go.
You want me to share my screen, Lynn, or are you going to?
Oh, do you have it up? Do you have the link up? Okay, why don't you do? Thanks.
Can everybody see my screen? Awesome.
Yes.
I found out I had cancer.
Well, I remember it very vividly. It was 1:45 in the afternoon. And I got a call saying that I had a malignant tumor.
I had to go for my routine medical examination and then for a mammogram. I was told that a tumor had been found.
When I was told that I had leukemia, what can you do? I just accept it.
So the diagnosis was made. And it is a blood disorder. It is a cancer.
What did I do? I quietly freaked out. So there were lots of tests, and then there was chemo and radiation.
After my diagnosis, I felt totally devastated. I didn't see it coming. It was terrible.
My painting took my mind away from all that stuff. But painting relaxes me and it calms me down.
Art helped me get through the hardest time of my life. I focused on the beauty of nature and put it in my work.
When I first started painting, everything had to be perfect. Now, after 25, 30 years, it's from the heart.
I put my love into it, and I like bright colors, and I feel that bright colors bring more happiness. Sometimes I don't even use a brush. I take my fingers and do different things like that. I don't think about the leukemia that much. I just paint.
Because of my experience with cancer, it just gave me more impetus to carry on with my life dream of becoming a photographer. In life, it's about the process, not the outcome. The same with my photography. It's the experience of getting to the photograph. Anyone who's been diagnosed with cancer, before you know anything about it, you feel like it's a death sentence. My mother and my friends were a tremendous support to me during that difficult season. I hear many, many stories of people who are going through challenges of illness, and it creates financial burdens on many levels, like not being able to pay rent or utility bills.
The Florida Cancer Specialist Foundation is like a family, supporting those who are going through such a challenging time of their life. We all need a helping hand sometime in our lives. It can make all the difference in the world, and I'm glad to be part of the mission by donating my painting.
Being a cancer survivor for over 20 years, I know it can be really intense and frightening. And to give people a little bit of relief and support and peace of mind is tremendous. And I thank the foundation for helping people who need it. And I am honored to donate my work. I hope that whoever buys it gets great pleasure from it on an art level and also from the fact that they have benefited other people.
By donating a piece of my art and knowing that it is going to help people with cancer, makes me 100% happy.
It's wonderful to see how the foundation is helping others, and it's an honor to be part of the cause. Nowadays, I focus on taking things one day at a time and keep holding on to the parts of life that give me strength.
Caring for others is how the world should be. And by painting, to me, makes people happy. I want people to know that life can be good if you make it that way. Kindness goes a long way, but it's up to each one of us to do our part.
I think that video was very well done, really captured their personalities. Yes, and thanks, Cindy. And all of them will be at the gala on Saturday, so will be recognized and along with other artists. But we are so appreciate that they were willing to come and share their story and just pour their hearts out. We did it. We filmed that right there in the office at the foundation. So good way to wrap things up.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Lynn, for giving this amazing presentation and sharing what we've done and what we're going to do. Thank you so much to our amazing volunteers for joining us today. If you guys ever want to see the impact report again or look back on this training, the impact report is, of course, on the foundation website, and we'll have this recording posted on the volunteer resource page within the next week. So I'll announce that and send an email out once it's posted. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and a great weekend. And of course, if you guys ever need anything, please feel free to reach out at any time. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Bye.